Here's an interesting fact about blood. Did you guys know that our blood contains 0.2 milligrams of gold? And did you guys also know that a newborn baby only has about 1 cup of blood in their body? Hi everyone, my name is Mushraf, and today we're going to talk about blood. Before we go into detail, let's learn a little about what blood actually is. Blood is a specialized body fluid, or you can also say a fluid connective tissue that consists of 3 main components, which is plasma, blood cells, and platelets. Plasma, which makes up of 55% of blood, platelets and white blood cells, which makes up 1% of blood, and lastly, red blood cells, which makes up for 45% of blood. It circulates throughout our body, delivering oxygen and nutrients to various cells and tissues. It makes up 8% of our body weight, and an average adult possesses around 5 to 6 liters of blood. In a historical perspective, blood was speculated to have risen from a type of cell that was responsible for phagocytosis and nutrition. Billions of years later, blood and the circulatory system have drastically helped the evolution of more complex life forms. Now we're going to learn about each of the components of blood cells and its importance. First, we're going to start with plasma, which consists of 91 to 92% of water and 8 to 9% of dilute solutions, which consists of salts, glucose, amino acids, and so on. The function or importance of plasma is to transport blood cells throughout the body, along with nutrients, waste products, antibodies, clothing proteins, chemicals, messengers such as hormones. The next component we're going to learn about is blood cells. And to start with, red blood cells, which is also known as erythrocytes. As you can see here, this is an overview of how the shape looks like. This is a sectional view, and this is a frontal view. The red blood cells has a shape called biconcave disc, which is flattened in center, as you can see here. The red blood cells has no nuclei, and it can change its shape, which makes it fit perfectly in various vessels in our body. The red blood cells production is controlled by a hormone called erythropoietin, which is produced in kidney. The red blood cells start as immature cells in our bone marrow, and after 7 days of maturation, it will enter into our bloodstream. As you can see here, there's a component called hemoglobin in our blood. It's a protein that helps to carry oxygen throughout our body. And the average lifespan of red blood cells is 120 days. The next component we're going to talk about is white blood cells, or also known as leukocytes. The main function or importance of leukocytes is to protect our body from infection. It acts as an immune response toward harmful pathogens that enter our body, and it can be eliminated with a process called phagocytosis. As you can see here, these are the white blood cells found in our body, and it can be classified into 2 types, granular and agranular. Granular or white blood cells with granules, as you can see here, with tiny particles inside the cell. And these are basophil, neutrophil, and eosinophil. Agranular white blood cells or white blood cells that don't have granules are monocyte, lymphocyte. The most common type or the most abundant white blood cells that found in our body are lymphocyte, which is also known as immediate response cell. The last component we're going to learn about is platelets, or also known as thrombocytes. The main importance or function of platelets is to help in blood clotting, or also known as coagulation. How this process works exactly is, first, the platelets will gather at the injury site and stick together to form a platform where the coagulation occurs. This is called fibrin clot, which is help in closing the wound and prevent blood from leaking outside. This also forms an initial scaffolding, which is the new tissues are formed. All of the blood components and its unique function contribute to each other to perform properly in our body. In conclusion, this is all the general things that you need to know about blood. I hope this will help you to understand better about it and will also help you to understand more about it in future. Thank you.